It's episode 64 of the Underseason Barbecue Show.
Not only that, mate, it's the first episode of 2026.
Yeah, welcome to the new year.
Happy New Year, everyone. Hope it was a ripper.
And we are planning a big year for 2026.
2026. It's got a good ring to it, mate.
We've got 3 big events coming up for Meat Stock.
3 big meat stocks, mate. And yeah, lots of surprises in store for some celebrity pitmaster appearances. But yeah, we'll learn more about that later in the year.
Rightio, let's get started on this episode.
Who's going to do the first intro of the year, bro?
It's a big one.
It is.
Hey, this is Ben Yanto, and I am here at the Burnt Bean, and you're watching the Underseason Barbecue Show with my boys Jay and Cy. So let's do the damn thing.
Let's do the damn thing.
So that's Ben Yanto. He is one of the best barbecue/food photographers in the game. We're going to talk about him a bit more in the show.
Mate, I'm excited about that. This guy has the eye for the lens.
He does. His photos are great. Okay, let's get started. What is in this episode?
Mate, live fire crumpets have entered the chat.
Ooh.
We've got Failed or Nailed Pizza Edition, and we've also got a bit of a look back of how far we've come in the barbecue world.
Right, a bit of a historical thing, hey?
Yeah, a bit of a benchmark, I suppose, from way back in the early days.
Okay, well, let's get started with our dishes of the week. This one was sent in to us by Asian Barbecue Boy, and let's watch.
That jiggle, baby.
Oh, that is great looking brisket.
You want to make sure your knife was sharp because that is so tender, bro.
That is brisket as good as it gets.
That's a brisket masterclass right there.
So he goes by the name AZN Barbecue Boy, so Asian Barbecue Boy. He says just call him Eric. And he does pop-ups, catering and events in Melbourne, Australia.
He's got all the gear too, by the look of it.
That's a great looking trailer pit, hey?
So sexy.
Good looking ribs there. So he says he got into barbecue during the COVID lockdowns in Melbourne. His friends then bought him a Kamado for his birthday, and that's when he properly fell in love with barbecue and the subsequent rabbit hole that happens, learning, experimenting, messing up, trying again, and he's all self-taught.
Yeah, he is well and truly all the way down that rabbit hole. He is all in, bro.
He is. He's sitting there on a huge Boss Hog smoker. Looks like a 1,000-gallon pit.
Yeah, that's it. And that's not on a trailer either. So that's the second pit.
Correct. Now, his social media is really cool. It's a bit different. So it's a behind-the-scenes look into the whole journey. He takes you through his catering projects, his events, collabs, weddings, his prep. It's really cool, and I think it's a bit different too.
Yeah, super sick, man.
He also says, I've got a 3rd rig on its way too, and it's a secret. I think it will be the first of its kind in Australia. So we don't know what it is yet, but hey, maybe we could reveal it on the show.
Yeah, maybe under-seasoned exclusive.
All right. Well, give him a follow, AZN Barbecue Boy on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
This one was sent in to us by Boca Loco, and I think her name is Laura Sylvester, and she is a live fire chef with her own food truck based in Sussex in the UK.
Yes, sick.
So she said, I saw your dill pickle pizza and I thought you might appreciate this. It's a Billingsgate pizza.
So delicious. At first glance, I thought they were big mozzarella balls, but they are scallops.
They are, aren't they?
Yes.
It's a great looking pizza. I mean, I'm not about all the toppings on pizza, but this I'm all about.
Mate, I am well and truly all about it.
So she says Billingsgate is the fish market in London and they serve scallops and bacon in rolls. It's gone mad over here with people elevating it in cafes and online, so I thought I'd give the pizza version a whirl.
Hell yeah. I remember years ago, probably 25 years ago, in my hometown, we used to have a tulip festival. And one of the things before things went viral, I mean, this was probably, thinking about it, even 30 years ago, there was one guy that went crazy with his popularity because he did scallop and bacon kebabs. And he couldn't keep up. And I still remember that to this day. That was what opened my eyes to that bacon scallop combination that just rules.
It does, doesn't it? And then you've got prosciutto as well, right?
Yeah.
The elevated sort of bacon, and that goes well with scallops as well. So it's a Café de Paris butter base, which is a bit different to the normal tomato base. It has black pudding, lardons, scallops. It's finished with brown shrimp, lemon, and more butter for good measure. This is too much of a good thing, but not enough.
That's it. I'd nearly just roll this thing up like a taco, mate. No slicing it. Just put it straight down the hatch.
It's great, isn't it?
It's so good. It's definitely on my list of things to try and do in the Gosney without fucking yeeting.
Now, as we do, we went stalking on her Instagram, and this dish is crab crumpets cooked in the Gosney using Poston crab. And she says it's a bit tatty around the edges, but delicious. This doesn't look tatty at
There's
all.
nothing tatty about this. Rustic crumpets are always homemade crumpets, bro. Come on, you had me there. Then you top it up with crab. Let's go, baby.
And is she slicing truffle on the top?
It might be.
What I wouldn't give to eat that right now. I think that's a fantastic dish. It's elevated cooking. It's inspirational, and it's something for us to maybe get into and give a go.
Bloody oath, mate. Let's try it.
Okay, go give her a follow, Boca Loco Sussex, on the socials. Come on, that's the top of the game.
Fucking oath it is, bro.
What is she saying? What did she say? Rough around the edges.
It's tatty around the edges. I think that was in the literal form of how the crumpet stuck to the egg rings, but fucking who cares, dude?
Oh, it looks amazing. Well done. And that pizza too, right?
Sick pizza.
This next one was posted by Horrible Harry. It's a homemade sausage Chicago pan pizza. It was cooked in a Lloyd's plan, and correct me if I'm wrong, but we've featured this guy on the show before.
I do believe, and I'd be happy if he had a weekly segment. If he is going to pump these out, mate, look at it.
So apparently he cold fermented the base for 7 days, and I think he lowered the yeast to about 1% in order to achieve that.
That makes sense.
Well, I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't. I can't even wait fucking 24 hours, let alone 7 days. But the proof's in the pudding. That's a pretty stiff base.
Bro, could you imagine me fermenting for 7 days only to throw the thing into the back of the oven?
So how do you feel about sauce being on top of the pizza? That
Mate,
Chicago
I'm happy
style.
about it. I'm happy about it. Yep. It's just almost a different sexual position, isn't it?
So here's a bit more trivia for you. In barbecue, we talk about bark, right? But apparently the dark, crispy part around the edge of a pizza, it's called a halo.
It makes sense because it's a gift from the heavens.
I never knew that.
No, I didn't know until now.
Really cool, amazing pizza. Lloyd's Pans, we've got to give it a go.
I do, because there's no... if it fits in the Gosney, mate, I'm all about it.
Well, I think the Gosney would get too hot. I think this is a lower temperature cooked in an oven, like a normal oven at home.
I'm still going to try it.
All right, give it a go.
Let's go.
But you've really got to get your Gosney game down, Pat.
Look,
people have been writing in saying, hey, is he using like salmonella flour? And I'm like, yes, I'm pretty sure he is.
Look, I've got to be perfectly honest. I've been riding the Gosney kook way for a bit too long now. I've actually nailed it, but it's heaps funny to say I'm shit. But yeah, I can cook a pizza now, bro.
Oh, you've been catfishing us.
I've been catfishing everyone.
Let's move on to behind the pits here, and I'm going to give you a little bit of time to just take in this photo. It is sensational.
All of this on an empty stomach. You're an arsehole.
What are we looking at?
Some of the best photographed Texas barbecue plates you will ever see.
It's beyond next level. This is the future right here.
It's so good. Just the contrast between the blue table and the mahogany and all the meats and the sides. And I mean, it is a visual delight.
Yeah, it's rare these days as you scroll through your Instagram feed. Photos are kind of a bit dead. You know, you're basically scrolling through your Instagram feed now and it's all just basically people doing reels. But every now and again you hit a photo like this that just stops you in your tracks, and this is one of them.
Yeah, that's it. Be sure to double tap that one.
Yeah, so the photo was taken by Ben Yanto from Ben Yanto Visuals. And I mean, don't get me wrong, the barbecue is epic. It's from Lavaca Barbecue. It's a top 10 barbecue joint according to the Texas Monthly. It's some of the best barbecue anywhere in the world, but so are the photos.
Yeah, that's it. It does help if you've got beautiful looking subject matter to begin with, but I mean, he has just elevated it here.
So Ben has done photos for the Rolling Stone, USA Today, Texas Monthly, Texas Highways, the Michelin Guide, but he is now branched out on his own to do this for a living. So in June 2024, he quit his job to take photos as a full-time career. And he does some epic sort of behind-the-scenes photos too. So it's not just the food that he does, but he also does photos of pitmasters, photos of the back of house basically. But he's mainly focused on the barbecue scene.
Yeah, 100%.
And this is Ben Yanto himself. What a cool looking cat.
Yeah, the mustache gang is growing, baby.
But look at the hat, look at the shirt, look at the fucking bandana the guy's got on. Some people are just naturally born with charisma. I wish I had half this charisma.
I'm going to dress you up one day, mate, exactly like this and see if you do got it.
I don't think I got it, but he's got it.
He's got it. Well,
You've got
truly.
it. So he uses a lot of hard light, like direct flash, hard shadows, high contrast, and it's very different to that kind of like diffused look that has dominated food photography for a decade.
Well, the difference here is he's using proper photography gear while 90% of the pictures you see are just iPhones.
Yeah, I agree. And look, some of these phone photos are just as good now as using like the serious kit. But then you run into someone like Ben and it's like, okay, professionals still do matter. My iPhone can't hang.
Yeah.
So I'm in love with his style. It sort of has this sort of like pop of color saturation that really highlights the barbecue itself. It lets the barbecue shine. Everything is sharp. Everything is in focus. It's bold and it's loud.
Yeah, that's it. But it doesn't look overdeveloped and, overworked. I mean, just little things like this, like they've left the fingerprint on the side of the tray there where the ribs have touched it. Like it still gives it that look that, yes, it looks perfect, but it's still been assembled by human hands.
Yeah, it looks real, right?
Exactly.
So I just feel like his style really highlights the food itself. You can almost taste it. Like you say, like those little touches, it's mouth-watering.
I can taste it, bro.
He also has a really cool YouTube channel about his journey and basically a lot of behind the scenes and some photo tutorials too if you really want to get into photography yourself. So go give him a follow, Ben Yanto Visuals on Instagram and YouTube.
Hell yeah, let's share the love, baby.
Yeah, but we're a really big fan of this guy, Ben Yanto. I mean, the fact that you have left your career to start a career in something you're passionate with, that's the dream, right?
It definitely is.
But having the guts to do it is also another thing.
Oh, it's that first step is always the hardest. And but a lot of the time, if you speak, the universe listens.
Yeah. So if you've got a barbecue joint in Texas anywhere and you really want to elevate your own game visually, give Ben Yanto a call.
Yeah, hit him up.
Let's move on to talking points. And here's an iPhone photo for you.
Let's go. Ooh.
So this one was posted by Chicken Fried Barbecue, and they are one of the best competition barbecue teams right now, and this is a pretty sad-looking hand inbox.
It is. I mean, we touched on this a couple of weeks ago, though, about the difference between barbecue restaurant brisket and comp brisket, and the fact that when you judge, you only judge what made the box, not what didn't make the box. So this could have still scored pretty high, but at the end of a big brisket cook, if that's all he can muster, I'm sure he's pretty peeved.
Yeah. He says, sometimes it's ugly. Mrs. Chicken Fried nailed the kale box and it all went downhill from there. I thought my burnt ends were way too mushy. No way they were going in the box. And that was until I sliced the brisket and it fell apart like a Jenga tower. That's what he says.
Must be so heartbreaking, eh?
So guess what? Yep, we circled back to the mushy burnt ends and that's what went in the box.
Because usually brisket's the last hand in too, eh? So this is probably at the end of 2 days of prepping and cooking, and for it to all fall apart at the last hurdle must just crush you.
Yeah, so he says no matter how long you've been cooking, this craft will humble you real quick.
Yeah, I reckon.
Anyone who's in barbecue who hasn't had failures is full of shit.
That's it. But how good is it that there's no gatekeeping? He's just gone, nah, I'll take photos of my wins. I've got to fucking show the reality of the not so high scoring boxes too.
Well, that's the big thing about this new social media world is every single person that's a content creator, everything they do is great. It tastes amazing. You very rarely see the failures. So it's refreshing to see somebody sharing who is at the top of the game and going, hey, I don't get it right all the time either.
This is the human aspect.
Correct. Yeah. Moving on. Now, you sent this one to me, and it's a photo of a well-known, respected pitmaster out of Melbourne, Australia. His name is Lance Rosen. I think he won World Cookbook of the Year once for his barbecue cookbook, and this photo was taken in 2010. What are we looking at?
This is some very early low and slow barbecue, and it probably wouldn't even get on the kitchen pass in 2026. It's a little bit sad looking, but back in the day, this would have blown people's socks off, mate. You've got a bit of pulled brisket there, some slaw, some barbecue sauce, some pit beans, and some pulled pork. But I mean, can you remember the first time you ever even tried a real barbecue sauce? Most people, it was a Sweet Baby Ray's, and it changed your life.
It did. 100% it did. I can remember eating barbecue that looked just like this, probably in 2010 too, and it blew my mind. So just to clarify, the photo we're looking at is Lance. I think he was somewhat proud of it at the time because he didn't say anything. He just posted a picture that says smoked meat platter, and he did so in 2010.
And this was on a restaurant menu too. Like, he was serving this in his restaurant. So he was definitely proud of it.
Okay, so let's skip forward 15 years, and this is his barbecue today.
Yeah, absolutely kicking goals.
So it's world-class looking barbecue, but such a far cry from what he was putting up in 2010.
But how good is it, though, that he can look on that and be proud that, it wouldn't stand up on today's, culinary plates, but he's come a long way.
Yeah, I listened to a really good interview with Daniel Vaughan where he basically went into a restaurant and they asked for feedback. And he basically said, look, you're going to look back on this in a few years' time and you're probably going to be embarrassed because in a few years' time, with the way you're heading, you're going to just elevate yourself so much further. You'll look back on something that you're really proud of today and you'll be like, oh, wow, it wasn't as good as I thought it was. And I guess we are all evolving so much that maybe we don't notice it, but the dramatic change in just 10 or 15 years has been light and day.
That's it. And it's all about the process, not the destination.
Yeah, and I could almost feel people at home saying, well, hang on a second, barbecue was pretty good 15 years ago. You just had to go to the States. But take a look at that photo there just to prove a point. This is, in 2010, a photo taken by Man Up Texas Barbecue of Franklin Barbecue. Now, tell me that could hang today.
No.
It wouldn't rate in the top 1,000 barbecue joints today.
It wouldn't even make Rate My Platter.
That's Franklin Barbecue, 2010.
Wow.
Failed or nailed the pizza edition.
Oh, yeah, we've been waiting for this because I used to have an upstanding rule that pizza was always nailed.
Well, let's see if we can prove the theory today. I've got a few curveballs in there, but yeah, you did stick to that hard and fast rule that pizza was always nailed. I've tried to throw the odd curveball in there, and you've done pretty well, but I think you've now dropped that theory, yeah?
Let's see.
This one was posted by Pizza Mia New York. It was voted best pizza in the Hudson Valley 10 times. I'm not sure by who. This is a half meat lovers pizza with a ricotta pinwheel crust and a half Philly cheesesteak pizza with a garlic knot crust.
That is absolutely nailed, but I feel so sorry for the poor bastard that has to make these when they get busy.
There's so much going on, right?
There's so much going on, bro.
So it's a nailed.
It's definitely nailed.
Rightio. This is also some more pizzas by them. It is a chicken and waffles pizza with a garlic knot crust. And the other one is a hot honey pepperoni vodka pizza made with the ricotta pinwheel crust.
Bro, I've got to stop doing these episodes when I'm hungry. It's like supermarket shopping when you're hungry. You just don't do it.
I've always said when it comes to pizza, less is more. I've always said it. And this is more on top of more on top of more, but it works.
I think it does. I think you're absolutely right.
And just so you know, this is the tip of the iceberg when it comes to these guys.
Really?
They've got tons of this stuff.
Shit.
Exceptional, hey?
Unreal.
So when it comes to pizza, maybe more is more.
Well, it's definitely more.
This one was posted by Chainsaw Teddy.
Ooh. It's pretty wild, isn't it?
What are we looking at?
We're looking at a pink base with a black cheese, and there's a bit of blue in there too, and those pepperonis have gone brown because of whatever that blueness is.
Didn't we talk about black pizza on the show not that long ago?
Yeah, I suggested someone should try and make a full burnt-looking pizza using activated charcoal and squid ink, but I don't know if this guy's nailed the colour palette. It almost looks like a photo negative.
It does when you inverse the photo, right?
Yeah.
It does. You're right. So he says, I made a normal tasting pizza, a pepperoni, but with a different colour palette.
Okay.
So this is the shot of it.
That's a fucking negative photo right there. Look at the cheese. It's neon.
So he says this is a shot of it before it goes in the oven. And to me, it kind of looks like he somehow dyed the base and then the cheese as well.
Look, I'd still eat it, so it's a nailed.
It's a nailed, is it?
I think so. I'd still probably eat it. I mean, if it's just food dye, it's still going to taste the same. You just probably got to close your eyes to eat it.
Well, Donatello in the comments said, thanks, I hate it. And Sir Callum said, I'd call it pen ink pizza. Kind of has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, like when you're
Looks
at
like
school and you chewed the wrong end of the pen for too long and didn't realise that your mouth was black or blue.
That's what the cheese looks like, doesn't it?
It does.
It's trippy, isn't it?
It is. I think the food dye has actually aided in burning the cheese, though.
Yeah, it doesn't look great. Moving on, talking about burnt pizza. This one was posted by Nancy EXE. She says, we had 2 attempts to cook pizza. It was slightly less cremated the second time.
Look, I'd pick the pepperoni off, but you've failed.
You're going to give this one a fail?
I am, because it's no longer pizza. It's now hardwood charcoal.
So just to clarify, this is the slightly less cremated one.
Where's the other one?
Look at that. How would you describe that one?
Mate, that's been put in a kiln, not a pizza oven. They've put that next to some pottery. Like it's like if you dropped that paddle, it would just turn to dust.
So in the comments, they said it was prepared by a group of inebriated teen girls with unsupervised access to a hot as hell pizza oven, and rosé was definitely a part of the recipe for disaster.
Yikes.
Like you'd think if you completely cremated the first one, you might get the second one looking better than that. They're both terrible.
That's it. It must have been like a 16th birthday and they took the pizza out when she turned 17.
Let's move on to products here, and you know about these guys.
Yeah, mate. Damn Yankee, Shane Leclerc and the team over there in Dallas-Fort Worth. He's a proud New Yorker, and this is he's gifted us some of his beautiful rubs. By the time this goes to air, though, I think he's got a new one out too, so that takes the range to 4. I think he's got a buffalo-style rub coming on too. But this new one, the Pinstripe Paisano, he's really interested to know what we think about that one. I've only dipped my finger in it. It's very Italian style, so heavy garlic, lots of oregano, that sort of thing. But I'm going to cook a lamb shoulder in it and do a pulled lamb and let him know what I reckon. But yeah, had the pleasure of meeting Shane and Lacey earlier in the year at Meat Stock Sydney. He's about 6'14". He's a very large human, and he's got a gold chain bigger than most belts, but larger than life character, beautiful humans. And yeah, give them a follow, get their rubs, give them a try. But yeah, they're more based on the competition style of things in the KCBS over there. But yeah, bloody legends. A few episodes back, we touched on them. They were the poor buggers that had all their barbecues end up in the swimming pool.
Oh, that was them.
Yeah, so good friends of the show, but yeah, keen to try them.
I reckon that Italian blend would go really good on a Chicago beef sandwich.
Yeah, he did some chicken parma sandwiches with it on top of the cheese at the end too. That looked really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. And I love that Italian blend kind of flavour profile. I love it.
That's it.
Okay, so moving on, this other rub here was also sent to us, but it looks a little bit different.
It does look a bit sus. It was sent by our friends of the show, Andy and Indy. We touched on them a few weeks ago. I think they partake in the Funky Tie Friday. But yeah, it came. It made it, guys. But when we opened it, it had been cut open and it came with a letter. Dear Customs Officer.
What, written by them?
Written by them in the parcel. Not sus at all. This is a sample of a rub we used on shins of beef. It's for their personal use for review purposes. It contains sea salt, black pepper, garlic, rosemary, bay leaf, juniper, and mustard powder. That's basically a bribe to let it into the country. But hey, it made it. They'd cut it open. They've probably stolen half of it for themselves because it's bloody good. But yeah, appreciate it, guys. Can't wait to get cracking on this. But yeah, when it came up, this was actually wrapped in Glad wrap as well. So it looked even dodgier. But I was disappointed it wasn't a bag of hooch. But yeah, some rubs is second best.
Personal use. It's just for personal use.
Yeah, that's it. I've got my, this is my takeaway one. This fits in the little coin pocket of the jeans, mate.
Okay, thanks for sending that in, and we'll give it a go and let you know what we think.
Bloody oath.
Moving on here, this one popped up in my feed from Hot Honey Mike. Now, I know fuck all about him, or honey for that matter, other than these look cool.
I'm really interested to try that creamed honey. I love a good creamed honey.
I've never even heard of a creamed honey before. I must be living under a rock.
Yeah, there was plenty of it getting around Tassie, but yeah, creamed honey's beautiful, mate.
So he's got a hot honey using clover honey plus real peppers. He's got the creamed honey. He's got an alfalfa honey and a clover honey.
Yeah, nice.
So I'm guessing, is that what the actual bees eat, the alfalfa and the clover?
Yeah, I do believe that when you purchase your honey, say over here we've got lots of leatherwood and wattle honey and stuff like that, it is, I guess, demographic of what the bees are actually using to produce it.
Okay, right. Well, look, he didn't send these in. I just thought they looked cool.
You probably wouldn't get them in because of biosecurity.
Well,
honey's something you have to declare at if you're coming in.
Well, is all honey sold in the supermarket here in Australia Australian honey?
That's another iceberg if you want to go into it.
I'm not going to go into it. But while we are on the subject, how do you feel about hot honey on pizza? Yes?
100% yes, mate. Yeah, I didn't even need to hear the end of that sentence.
I'm a fan of the hot part, but just not the honey part.
Really? I'm more of I think the question you need to ask is, do you like pizza in your hot honey? Because I love it.
Well, I've got a real problem with chili crisp at the moment, but you've got a hot honey problem.
Yeah, always.
Let's move on to Pitbuilders here. And this one was posted online by Tony Shannon on the NZ Woodfire cooking community. And he says, "Hi, everyone. What do you think?"
I really like it.
It's crazy, hey?
It's super cool because it's very different, you know? Like a lot of guys are going for, I guess, almost the patina hot rod style now, but this is, as the plaque says, a Mad Max style.
Yeah, it's a crazy Mad Max trailer pit, and those bolts on the end are really cool and unusual, and I think it's using a repurposed shell and tube heat exchanger. I think that's what it is, but it's definitely not what you would normally see, like an LPG tank. It's a bit different.
It definitely is, and even the counterweights look different. You know, it looks like solid curved steel pipe there, and yeah, mate, I'm all about it.
Yeah, so in the comments, there was a little bit of concern that those counterweights don't really look like they would be helpful, but Tony jumped in and said they're actually on springs, so the counterweights aren't doing all the work.
You know what it kind of looks like if you squint? It looks like a big black 3-bone beef rib. I like it.
So here's another shot of it from a different angle, and it's a serious bit of kit.
It looks like he's fixed the counterweights there. They were more on an angle in that previous photo, but yeah, I reckon it's great.
Well, it's definitely hot.
Hot, hot, hot.
And just to add some icing on the cake, this is another pit that he has, and I have no context about it, but it's got some really nice sort of like timber accents.
Yeah, this is a trailer smoker with twin pits on it with, twin fireboxes on it. That would be super fun to tow around.
The funny thing is, if you rolled this thing out 10 years ago, everyone would have been like, whoa.
Oh, this would have been a jaw dropper at Meat Stock.
Yeah, but then now they're just getting dwarfed by these much bigger pits. People's hobbies are getting out of control.
Mate, nowadays this is a cute competition rig.
So I think the business is called Mr. Smoke, but I couldn't find anything online. So Tony, reach out to us and let us know some more about what you're doing with these pits in New Zealand.
Yeah, they're bloody sick, mate.
Yeah, I think he's doing catering, but I couldn't find a Facebook page or a website.
Okay.
So this is the dish of the week, and these are the ingredients. This looks familiar.
It does look a little bit familiar here, but this is my take on the beautiful collaborative barbecue-inspired croissant that the guys at the Burnt Bean were doing at a local bakery called the Blue October Croissant.
Wow.
Yeah, baby.
And this is an actual photo of Ernest in his kitchen at home knocking this up.
Yeah, this is a behind the scenes of how Ernest actually cooks at home. And yeah, this is him getting inspired and ready to create this absolute visual masterpiece.
All right, so let's go through the ingredients.
Righto, mate. So I've got some beautiful locally baked croissants. We've got a couple of eggs. We're going to do them sunny side up. We've got some brisket that we've resurrected in some tallow. We've got some Aussie strawberry jam, and we've got some Philly cream cheese that we're going to mix up with some pickled jalapenos.
All right, let's go through the steps here. So
Righto.
Tell me about this. This is a tallow bath.
Righto, mate. Yeah, so this is just reheating the brisket in the same tallow that came from that beast. And then, so the brisket's been in there for probably about 40 minutes. Then we've got the croissants. We've cut them in half. We put them down in the fry pan in a bit of the tallow as well, just to sort of warm them through. You don't need to do too much. Then we've gone more of said tallow and chucked in a couple of eggs. We've cooked them sunny side up, and we're going to assemble this bad boy right now in front of you.
Rightio, I'm going to get the stunt cam out. You go get everything ready to go, and let's make these things. Let's do Ernest proud. That's the croissant.
That's the croissant.
Croissant. What's that?
This is jalapeno cream cheese on the base.
Yes, please. Jalapeno cream cheese. And these are local croissants?
Yes, they are local croissants. They're not from Francois. Next,
Brisket.
brisket.
This looks so good.
It's so excessive, isn't it?
If I have a heart attack, though, you'll know why.
Now, you just be careful here, mate. These are runny eggs. And then to finish it off, because it's not decadent enough, strawberry jam.
It needs a bit of sweetness to it, I feel.
You know the reason I picked this jam?
What's that?
Look at who made it.
Beerenberg.
Simon.
Oh, it says it on the bottle. Made by Simon. Oh, this is going to get messy. We're going to cheers our food.
Always.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Well done. This looks great. Thanks to Ernest.
Oh, yeah. And Super Dave. Holy shit.
This might be the best thing we've cooked on the show.
There's a lot to unpack, but it's so good.
Probably about 5,000 calories in this thing.
It's my first feed of the day.
In all honesty, I thought that jam would add fuck all to this, but I'm wrong. I'm so
Yeah.
wrong.
How good is the jalapeno cream cheese on the bottom? That's sort of the first thing you get after the butteriness of the croissant. Then you get the egg and the brisket, and then it's just that sweet finish.
So it's messy, but in a good way. But just to put into perspective how good this is, how good that dish is, if I was on death row and I had a last meal and it was scheduled for before lunch, that would be it.
It's a death row brunch.
It's a death row brunch. It's amazing.
It's so good. The combination, I mean, that's why Ernest is at the top of his game. But it's so good, the fact that they collabed with a local bakery. And, yeah, check it out online. It's really cool. But, yeah, I'm pretty stoked that we made that.
That is sensational. Absolutely sensational.
But if our version's good, imagine how good his is.
Yeah, well, I mean, we tried to bring our brisket to life, right? He'd be using his fresh brisket from the restaurant. So to be, I just don't even know how it can be better than that. But obviously, burnt bean, hello, but that, what a flavor combo.
What a bomb.
It's not often that you eat something that, like the first time you ever eat barbecue, you're like, wow, that was fucking amazing. And then you think about it for the next week or whatever. When you have a great pizza, like a great pizza slice, you're like, my God, that stops you in your tracks. This is up there.
It's up there. That's a big call.
Yeah. You don't reckon? Do you reckon?
Fucking oath I do. I'm happy with that, mate.
Yeah. Sensational. Let's move on to the end of the show. It is our fuck up of the week. And this one was posted by Phillips Tim. And he said, how long should I rest?
Well, if you wanted to start another barbecue, you could use that as the fuel source, but that's obviously gotten, I mean, your temp probes haven't worked, because for it to get that black, I mean, you're getting up over around the 700-800, aren't you?
Yeah, I just don't know what he did wrong here, because he's got a temp probe in there. How didn't that thing go off?
He probably fell asleep, and it was so hot that it just stopped talking to the phone, mate.
Just errored.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe he left all the vents open. I don't know. I really don't know how you can get it this bad.
No, it's wild.
I think if you've got spritz.
Yes, but you know, you can't just scrape that off like you do burnt toast for the kids.
Well, I usually buy my charcoal in a bag. I didn't know you could make it from expensive meat.
Yeah, I think you'll go broke doing it, but yeah, maybe you should put that on the menu.
It's the end of the episode. I've had another fun one.
Bloody oath, mate.
I am literally so happy that we just ate that. I
Yeah.
feel like a fucking child.
Let's wrap this up quick so we can finish it because it was good. But Happy New Year, everyone. Like, subscribe, do all the things, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
We appreciate the support too, by the way. So if you did get to the end, give us a comment. The comments are important.
Yeah, that's it. Let's go.